Hello and welcome to another gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1. Sorry for my last video cutting off so suddenly. That's because I forgot that my PlayStation can only record up to an hour at a time. The only way I could get around this is if I live streamed, but it's a little harder on me to live stream because I don't have anyone to monitor it full time. Because last time I live streamed it went out completely without my knowledge for a bit there. So that's why I'm recording the rest of my gameplay instead of live streaming it like I was doing in the beginning. Anyways, I guess let's continue where we left off.
Raiden blasts the portal gate with lightning. Shang Tsung and Quan Chi join him, adding their own magic. It crumbles, and the trio dashes toward the next one. Dark rain and dark smoke advance on them. Shang Tsung smirks.
There are more who acquire our attention.
Raiden nods and starts destroying the next portal gate. Shang Tsung and Quan Chi charge the dark duo, but Rain conjures walls of water to surround the sorcerers. Dark rain and dark smoke burst through the water.
Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is I turned up the music, so it might be a lot louder. So please let me know in the comments if it's too loud, so I could turn it back down. Because whenever I was fighting, I noticed the music was quiet for the stage arenas. So, yeah.
Quan Chi and Shang Tsung have no time to turn and meet their attackers, and are swiftly knocked to the ground. Two blasts of lightning knock dark rain and smoke to the ground. Quan Chi and Shang Tsung stand.
You're welcome, sorcerers.
Is it me, or is that Raiden becoming insufferable?
You are not wrong, but it is tomorrow's problem. Let us first solve today's. Fight!
Still wish to fight?
I know how to use Shang Tsung because I use him a lot in multiplayer. He's my main in multiplayer. My main character to use.
The attacker hits the victim's face with a hook, then twists their arm to break their shoulder. Rain summons two tendrils of water which wrap around the victim's hips to electrocute them and shatter their pelvis.
Problem solved.
Quan Chi, Raiden, and Shang Tsung bring down another stone portal gate.
2 of 5.
It's progress. Now on to the next.
From atop the next portal gate, Dark Shao Kahn leaps down toward them. He wields a heavy warhammer and uses it to knock Raiden aside before headbutting Quan Chi. Raiden blasts him with lightning, but Dark Shao Kahn breaks out of it. Quan Chi and Shang Tsung flank him with spin kicks, and the three unite their magic against the Horned Menace. Nearby, a portal generated by one of the remaining portal gates flickers.
Did you see that?
His life force is feeding the portal's energy.
We kill him. We close them permanently.
Shang Tsung gives a smug grin. They resume their assault, but Raiden is blasted aside by fire magic. Two new dark opponents saunter up, enrobed in blue and yellow armor.
These meddling minions grow tiresome.
Let us finish them. Your flame will be snuffed out.
Fight.
So much for fire and ice.
Raiden pushes himself to his feet to face Dark Shao Kahn. He flips to dodge the massive Warhammer, but Dark Shao Kahn gains the upper hand. He raises his Warhammer to strike, but is knocked aside by fire magic at the last second. Raiden sneers as Shang Tsung and Quan Chi confidently stride forward.
Are you hurt?
I've never been better. Fools. Your spell worked before only because you surprised me. It won't happen again. Fight. Fight.
His soul is ours.
With a forearm blade, Shang Tsung stabs Darkbreaker's neck. He continues stabbing. With a deep frown, he stands. His lips settle back into their usual smirk as Quan Chi raises his eyebrows. Shang Tsung reaches toward Dark Shao Kahn and siphons his soul away. Bright green light twirls out of his body, and he goes limp. A menacing smile stretches Shang Tsung's face as the portal behind them flickers out. Further down the valley, the others die out as well.
You've done it. The army's trapped.
All of the other realms in this timeline are safe.
Never forget, Raiden, that we risked our lives to perform this service.
One that wouldn't have been needed if you hadn't conspired with the other Shang Tsung.
They will fight to the last man.
Come, we must help the others.
All three run toward the Dragon Army. In a courtyard surrounded by floating rocks, the Jade Jaguar statue dissolves into golden sand within the hourglass. Liu Kang stands before it. Streams of fire magic run between his hands and the hourglass, one red, one blue. The flames lick over his arms where line tattoos of koi begin glowing a soft blue.
Are you ready to begin the search?
Ready enough. May there be other timelines and titans to find.
Liu Kang conjures fire magic toward the hourglass once more, and behind him a feminine figure is conjured from glimmering gold. She wears deep indigo finery beneath molded ivory armor, and her black hair is neatly tucked into two buns atop her head. Nervously, she looks around.
Garrus? Liu Kang?
Easy, Kitana. You are among friends.
Garrus bows his head.
What's happened? Where am I?
A long way from home. In a different timeline, to be precise.
What? Are you also
A keeper of time? Yes.
both of us? How is that possible?
The battle for Chronica's hourglass ripped apart time's fabric. Where there once was one timeline, there are now many. Each new timeline represents a different possible outcome of that battle. In mine, I became Time's Keeper. In yours, it was you. In others, it could be Jade, Sindel, even Kano. The possibilities are endless.
She tilts her head.
If many timelines sprung from one, and we were both part of it, then...
He's actually talking about... Well, they're actually talking about previous Mortal Kombats, which unfortunately I can't play, because they're not as accessible as this one. But yep, all the stories basically talks about the lore of previous Mortal Kombats. Previous Mortal Kombat games. There we go.
You are my Liu Kang.
The same one who battled you in Shang Tsung's courtyard. Who fought at your side at the Colosseum.
Liu Kang takes Titan Katana's hand and looks into her eyes.
Who beamed with pride when you became Outworld's Khan.
Titan Katana closes the remaining space between them, pulling Liu Kang in for a tender kiss. He wraps his arms around her without hesitation. When they part, her hand lingers on his cheek.
Why does fate seem always to conspire against us? To deny us life's simple pleasures?
I don't know. Perhaps in one of the many timelines, they are ours.
I would like to think you brought me here for them. But I know you well enough to know better. What duty beckons us?
I will tell you.
They hold hands.
But first, we must gather more of our old friends.
Titan Kung Lao.
Shang Tsung, Titan, wielding the power of the Hourglass?
Raiden.
Yes, Kung Lao. He is a threat to all timelines. He is not yet aware of any beyond his and Liu Kang's.
For now, it is only a matter of time.
I had hoped my victory over Kronika would end the endless cycle of combat. Sadly, it begins anew.
We have no choice. We must stop Shang Tsung.
The millions in my White Lotus Society will aid us, if needed.
Thank you, my friends.
Nearby, a cloud of thick smoke appears.
He is here.
Several figures step out from it. Dark Nitara wears spiked red armor studded with gold. Dark Melina has molded armor in magenta and gold, exposing her chest and midriff. Dark Baraka wears red samurai armor, complete with two massive horns on his helmet. Titan Shang Tsung steps forth.
Liu Kang, you have found allies. Titan allies, in fact. How could I have been so blind? Of course our timelines aren't the only two.
Retreat to yours, Shang Tsung. Your attempt to merge timelines has failed.
Yes. Your comrades proved most resourceful. Thus, I have resigned myself to simply destroying your timeline. Knowing that others exist to conquer makes that choice much more palatable. Once I destroy your hourglass, your timeline will cease to exist. I will take great pleasure in finishing you one last time.
He clenches his fist, then motions forward. His dark allies charge. Titan Kung Lao defends against Dark Tanya and Li Mei. Dark Baraka charges Titan Katana. Titan Raiden whirls his staff against Dark Kung Lao. Dark Nitara flies in and pins Geras. She bites down into his neck. Nearby, Titan Katana slashes at Dark Baraka and Reptile with her fan blades. At her side, Liu Kang wallops Reptile with a back-flipping kick.
You fight how I remember. I know what you'll do before you do it.
Likewise. Let's hope our advantage proves decisive.
Fight!
The attacker punches the victim airborne, then grabs their ankles to slam them down. Baraka stabs the victim with an arm blade and lifts them before plunging the blade into their throat, shattering their spine.
Why not slither back to your timeline?
Fight!
Missed fighting by Katana's side.
Titan Shang Tsung and Dark Melina and Katana blast beams of magic at the hourglass. Meanwhile, Kung Lao defends against Dark Tanya and Li Mei. Dark Li Mei downs him with a crescent kick. Dark Tanya snarls at Liu Kang.
Let's rip the flesh from their bones. Are Tanya's of all timelines this evil? Mine is no better.
You should meet mine. She's a vast improvement.
I'd like that. Should we survive this battle?
Fight!
I prefer my Li-Mei to you.
Fight!
Frowning, Liu Kang straightens.
Are you the best Shang Tsung can do?
The hourglass begins to crack under the onslaught of magic.
It has begun.
Titan Shang Tsung manages a strained smile as he and the Dark Princesses intensify their magic. Liu Kang drops to one knee.
Liu Kang!
We must stop them. If the hourglass is emptied, this timeline will be destroyed.
Liu Kang runs to push-kick Dark Nitara off Eurus. She tumbles away. Eurus grips his bloodied chest.
Heal quickly, my friend.
Dark Kung Lao lands a blow on Titan Raiden's head. Dark Liu Kang finishes him off with an inside crescent kick, then struts victoriously.
This battle ends with your timeline obliterated. Your final moments will be torture and pain. I do not fear your bravado. I have bested twins far more evil than you.
Fight!
The attacker hits the victim's face with a hook, then twists their arm to break their shoulder. Liu Kang rapidly kicks the victim into the air, shattering their ribs. He blasts them into the floor with a massive beam of fire.
Liu Kang wins.
Shang Tsung has made us resilient. I won't go down either.
My mirror image.
Fight.
Go back to your timeline, brothers.
Liu Kang rushes to
We
Geras.
have little time. The hourglass is failing.
Then let us end this now.
Be good girls and kill them, won't you?
The Dark Princesses.
As you command, Shang Tsung.
Katana and I will fight them. You save the hourglass.
Yes, Liu Kang.
Beams of golden sand flow from Geras' fist towards the hourglass, while Titan Shang Tsung's red magic continues its assault.
Fool. You cannot save it.
Liu Kang and Titan Katana face the Dark Princesses.
I don't know which of them is worse. Both are cracked reflections of me.
They are abominations. Neither will survive this fight.
Fight.
The attacker jabs the victim with 3 strikes, then knocks them away with an elbow to the head. Liu Kang rapidly kicks the victim into the air, shattering their ribs. He blasts them into the floor with a massive beam of fire.
Try again.
Liu Kang lowers his fists.
Once Shang Tsung is finished, you will be too.
He hurries to the hourglass and casts beams of red and blue fire from his hands. Titan Katana stands with him. She conjures beams of blue magic to assist him. Titan Kung Lao and Raiden join them as Titan Shang Tsung falters and drops to one knee. Sand flows back into the hourglass and the cracks in its glass sides melt away. Titan Shang Tsung drops his hands, cutting off his red magic.
This isn't over, Liu Kang.
His dark servants stumble to their feet, and together they retreat into a thick smoke cloud. Dark Tanya limps heavily, and Dark Katana clutches her arm.
Thank you, everyone, for your aid. This battle was won together.
Shang Tsung is gone, but he's not defeated.
He will be back to renew his campaign.
Not only against this timeline, but against all timelines.
Our choice is clear. We must take the fight to him. Destroy any power he has to make war against us.
Agreed. Shang Tsung is likely already gathering allies as I gathered you. We must best his efforts. Assemble an overwhelming army from across all timelines.
Liu Kang conjures a fiery portal and steps through. Geras and the Titans follow close behind. In a rocky desert, a fiery portal appears. Liu Kang marches out with his head held high. Behind him, dozens of allies materialize. A Quan Chi wears turquoise robes with elegant cloud patterns. A Shang Tsung stares sharply, wearing regal gold and white regalia. An armored Nitara bares her teeth, her gold crown twinkling in the sun. A Johnny Cage wears a black muscle shirt and reflective sunglasses. A woman with defined abs pushes ahead of him with a smug grin. She wears a crop top emblazoned with the name Cage on her chest. Liu Kang's army stands ready. A character select screen appears.
Select your final fighter, Sub-Zero, Li Mei.
The hero gazes up the pyramid steps. Liu Kang's army stands ready behind.
Am I still recording? Hold on. Yes, I'm still recording. Perfect.
Before them lies a giant stepped pyramid. 2 parallel staircases run all the way to the top, and a gap between them opens to a deep chasm. Statues of muscular creatures flank the stairs. From the pyramid's apex, Titan Shang Tsung glares down his nose at the army.
There is nowhere to run, Shang Tsung. Nowhere to hide. We have banded together to rid all timelines of your evil. The threat you pose to them ends today.
Such certainty, Liu Kang, that this battle will end in your favor.
It can end no other way. Because across all timelines, the arc of history bends toward justice.
Does it? In this timeline, it bends toward me.
Titan Shang Tsung conjures fiery magic. He blasts it into the air and it coalesces into a portal.
Behold, Liu Kang, the hell I unleash upon you.
Hundreds of skulls spill out of the portal, forming a grisly path for a Titan Quan Chi. He holds his arms out wide as he leads dozens of dark fighters onto the pyramid. Shang Tsung gestures toward them and smirks at Liu Kang. Far below, Liu Kang's eyebrows knit together and his lips press into a hard frown. The Dark Army joins Titan Shang Tsung, including a gold-armored Raiden with an amulet on his belt and a Havik wearing armor made of meat and bone. Titan Shang Tsung holds up his hand. The Dark Army charges. Liu Kang's army ascends the steps to meet them, led by Liu Kang and alternate timeline versions of Sindel, Baraka, and General Shao. Halfway up the steps, the 2 forces clash. Liu Kang strikes a Dark Quan Chi, while the Dark Kenshi kicks an alternate reptile into the chasm between the stairs. The hero pounces on a Dark Raiden, striking him down. They dodge a swipe from Dark Kung Lao, then knock him into the chasm. A Dark Baraka rushes them, but the hero parries and counters him. Further ahead, they block a roundhouse kick from a Dark Sub-Zero and stun him with a palm strike to his face. The hero dodges his ice missile, then spin kicks him to the ground.
I can't wait for you to rack off and die.
Fight.
Barrels up the steps and slide kicks an opponent aside. A new opponent leaps in.
Let's finish this.
Fight!
small crowd charges, the hero flees, punching a dark tension. A new opponent leaps from a ledge and strikes the hero.
I doubt this will take long.
Fight.
Athletic leggings uses an eye laser to slice a fighter in half. She charges the hero, slashing with a knife. She attempts to use her eye laser on the hero, but they push her aside. A new challenger advances on her.
My godly might will strike you down.
Fight!
Johnny Cages square up against Goro. One in a muscle shirt, one dressed like a mime, and the third is the woman in a crop top. The mime cage mouths a scream. The three cages disarm Goro, but he catches a kick from Mime Cage and flings him into the chasm. The remaining two cages stun Goro with kicks. The muscle shirt cage gently pushes him over the chasm's edge. The two cages flash a thumbs up and finger guns to the hero. Goro claws over the edge and drags them both down. A new opponent saunters up.
Best served cold.
Fight.
Ascends toward four of Shang Tsung's fighters. A bladed blue fan extends across their path.
Allow me.
Titan Katana stabs one fighter in his chest, then blocks gunfire from a woman in high-tech armor. Under fire, Titan Katana advances enough to stab her. She slices off the other fighter's leg, then leaps to decapitate the final armored woman. The head rolls down the stairs, landing at the feet of the hero.
That is brutal.
You're welcome. Now hurry. There's no time to waste.
She's knocked aside.
Can't you see the coming storm?
Fight.
Cease desist.
Him now crushed under his heel, Titan Shang Tsung extended his rule to all realms in all timelines. No one would ever dare challenge him again.
That was my first loss in a while.
The coming storm.
Fight.
the hero's feet trembles. They dodge a strike from a Dark Raiden at the last moment, leaping up to dangle from a chain. Dark Raiden throws a bladed hat to slice it. Dark Raiden intersperses attacks with the bladed hat and red lightning before the hero manages to counter. They shove the Dark Raiden towards a flaming brazier, and he catches on fire. He falls over the edge. A new challenger approaches the hero.
For Sundo and for Outworld.
Fight!
The hero dashes onward.
Assist me, Quan Chi.
Together, the Titans conjure a fireball with their magic. They throw it down the steps. The hero dodges narrowly, and the fireball continues downward to obliterate several fighters from both arms. 3 Dark Melinas emerge, charging with their size. The hero stands and manages to grab the wrists of the first Melina. They slash at the other 2 with the captured weapons. The hero stabs one Melina in her abdomen, then uses the 2 captured sides to stab the first Melina in her neck. The final Melina leg sweeps the hero and pins them down. She stabs down with her sides, and the hero pushes back against her wrists.
Dash, square, triangle, cross, circle buttons. R2 button.
The Dark Melina pulls free of the hero's grasp and rams her sides down through their eye sockets.
Remap. Dash, square, triangle, cross, circle buttons. R2 button.
Dark Melina pulls free of the hero's grasp and rams her sides down through their eye sockets.
Yeah, this one's hard.
Remap. Dash, square,
I'll try again though.
triangle, cross, circle buttons. R2 button.
Dark Melina's blades to shove through her eye sockets. She collapses, her snarling face slackening. The Titans Shang Tsung and Quan Chi begin conjuring more magic when their counterparts charge them from behind. A light Shang Tsung exchanges blows with the Titan Quan Chi. He and light Quan Chi then switch opponents, and each manages to knock down his Titan double. Light Shang Tsung.
Hurry, Li Mei. You are almost there.
Titans magically rip the souls out of Light Quan Chi and Shang Tsung. They both collapse.
Let's finish this.
Fight!
Head held high, the hero walks toward the stair, but a new opponent descends to meet him.
Fight!
It's only a little further, Li Mei. Follow me.
Together, they charge up the remaining steps until they reach the pyramid's apex, a broad platform shot through with glowing green cracks. Crumbling statues loom over its corners, and Titans Shang Tsung and Quan Chi stand waiting.
Your defenses have failed, Shang Tsung. This is over.
I do not think so.
Realize, sorcerer, that you've brought this on yourself. avarice and ego have again proved your undoing. We have no choice but to eradicate you.
It is you who will be eradicated. You and your followers. And once you are dead, all timelines will be mine.
With a sneer, Titan Shang Tsung charges the hero. Liu Kang rushes at Titan Quan Chi simultaneously. Titan Shang Tsung spin kicks the hero's chest, knocking him to the ground. Titan Shang Tsung rushes to join the fight against Liu Kang. Together, he and Titan Quan Chi gain ground. Liu Kang manages to twist Titan Shang Tsung's arm, but takes a kick to the face in return. He squares up against his opponents. They charge him. Liu Kang jabs Titan Shang Tsung's jaw, then axe kicks him to the ground. He then sends Titan Quan Chi tumbling with a jumping roundhouse kick. Titan Shang Tsung regains his footing and resumes his assault. Liu Kang encloses his fists with blue and red flames, but Titan Shang Tsung manages to redirect the fire at the last moment. Liu Kang manages to back Titan Shang Tsung to the edge of the pyramid. Titan Quan Chi stands and conjures a giant green serpent which ensnares Liu Kang. It coils around him, constricting tightly as it flicks a forked tongue. The hero gets to their feet, straightens, and marches toward the Titans. Titans Quan Chi and Shang Tsung strut toward the hero, their capes fluttering delicately in the breeze.
Your position is precarious. To survive, you must submit.
Yes. The question you must ask is, if Liu Kang couldn't finish us, how possibly could you?
Fight.
Kang runs up to the hero.
And they called me the Chosen One.
Too kind, Liu Kang. Thank you. Allow me?
You have done more than enough. Please permit me to end this.
With a stiff jaw and piercing eyes, Liu Kang walks to the motionless bodies of Titan Shang Tsung and Quan Chi. He motions wide circles with his hands, conjuring fire. The souls of the two defeated Titans twirl up into the cloudy sky. The hero stands at Liu Kang's back, gazing up at the dissipating light.
May that be the last we see of you.
Liu Kang and the hero stumble.
What's happening, Liu Kang?
Timeline. Without Shang Tsung to hold it together, it's falling apart.
You must return to your timeline before this one collapses.
Liu Kang conjures a portal.
Thank you for your aid, Li Mei. May we one day meet again.
Swirling red and blue fire magic swallows the hero up, engulfing them in the portal. In Madame Beau's tea house, Raiden pours a steaming cup of tea for Liu Kang. Johnny, Kenshi, and Kung Lao sit with them.
I'm telling you, the locations we found here are money. I mean, look at this. Don't the rainbow colors on these mountains just scream Outworld?
I cannot believe you'll be telling our story about how we defeated Shang Tsung.
Well, the studio thinks it's fiction, not fact. But I don't care, as long as it's covering the budget.
He's actually talking about that movie that released in 2022? 23? I don't remember, but it's on Netflix. The Mortal Kombat movie.
I assume you'll be the star.
Nope, I'm behind the camera, writing and directing. Time to let someone younger and prettier take the lead. You know, I've written in parts for all of you, if you want them.
Us? On screen?
I mean, they're cameos. But like they say, there are no small parts.
Thank you, Johnny. But we must decline.
But Raiden?
The new initiates arrive tomorrow. We must return to the Wuxi to begin their instruction.
Of course. You are right.
What about you, Takahashi? I need a blind swordsman, and no actor can do what you do.
I would love to. But my work to revive the Tyra is starting to pay off. I can't let up now.
To Liu Kang.
Well, I know better than to ask you. Your plate is always full.
Indeed, Johnny Cage. Which is why I must now depart.
Off to Outworld? To advise the Empress?
Between her father and her sister, Melina is receiving plenty of good advice. And with the sorcerers and the general imprisoned, there are few threats to her rule.
Is something wrong, then?
I am simply shoring up our defenses. As you know, Bi-Han and his Lin Kuei have abandoned their roles as Earthrealm's guardians. His brother, Kuai Liang, has agreed to build a new clan, the Shirai Ryu, to take its place. I must go aid his efforts.
Is there anything we can do?
Not yet, but I will call upon all of you when the time comes. Madame Bo, once again you have served an excellent meal.
That's kind of you to say.
Enjoy the rest of your evening. And thank you, all of you. You have served well as Earthrealm's champions.
No, Liu Kang. Thank you. Joining up with you really has changed the arcs of our lives.
A warm smile stretches across Liu Kang's face.
I am glad.
With a nod, he leaves. Madame Bo surveys her remaining patrons.
All right, gentlemen. If you're finished, there's only one thing left to do. Which one of you gets the bad news?
The bill.
Not me. I'm still 3 mil in the hole on Sento. How, thick's your wallet, Takahashi?
Thick enough. But seems to me our hosts are on the hook. They did invite us.
You think we have money? The Shaolin live modestly.
Easy, they're teasing.
Don't worry, Fondor. I've got this covered.
As Liu Kang exits the warmly lit tea house into a blue dusk, his smile lingers.
The realms are in safe hands.
And that's the end of Mortal Kombat. I can't believe I played it for the third time. Yeah, good, I'm still recording. I can't believe I played it for the third time. And it doesn't get old. Honestly. There's a secret scene in the credits I want to show you guys. It will hint at the next DLC, Chaos Reigns, which I'll be playing for you soon, hopefully. But it'll pop up here in a second. Oh, I forgot to mention the music might be muted on this part because it's copyright, but who knows how it'll come out in the recording.
Some say we could be defeated. I'ma call it Kenshi. We ain't never seen it. Hit you with the next ray. Real orthopedic. Now it's time to take your spine out. You ain't gon' need it where we're going. Both legs broken, head split open. Blood starts flowing. Watch your soul get stolen. This human is smoking. You wanna try again, bruh? Instead of token. Now. We be unmatched when it comes to endurance. Spit hot fire, words burn like a furnace. Cook your epidermis, yo, I hope you got insurance, because losing all your limbs is a frequent occurrence. Ain't no doubt we're the #1 team. We got Elder God power in our bloodstream. We be crushing, brains erupting, obscene. Way we cut things, you could call this a cutscene. How many of us get a second chance? How many of us got to press rewind? If we could do it all once again, I'd be right here by my side.
From a pile of corpses, Ali May's dead eyes stare blankly. Vultures gather at the base of the pyramid, picking at the bloody remains. On the steps, a pair of black boots flexes. Their owner lies on his back, struggling to push himself up the bloodied stone stairs. Dark Jax, a black man with both his arms severed off, grimaces as he tilts his head back. 4 figures descend the pyramid steps. Twisted versions of Tanya, Kenshi, and Quan Chi are led by Havik. Tanya whips out bladed hand fans. Ice engulfs Quan Chi's fists. Havik holds a spiked mace and looks down at the trembling Dark Jax.
Ah, look at him, clinging to life. Even now he struggles.
Everyone who fought today did so fiercely.
Havik dangles his mace over Dark Jax's head. He drops it.
Had I not been here for it, I would have thought it impossible. Warriors from across timelines, clashing in combat. The blood, the death, the chaos.
Yes, Lord Havoc. It's unfortunate it all ended so fast.
The exposed tendons of Havik's cheek stretch as his eyes narrow.
The next time, it won't.
And we'll be playing that soon.
Yeah, we are from different worlds, figurative and literal. Standing in opposition to the God that I have risen to can cause you harm in the physical as well as mystical. While praying on the vices that I gotta be disposition to. Flawless victory, my record's solid gold. But if we got a common foe, he gotta go. I'm down the road, full contact, been well versed in combat. Violence, we stick around that. This fight here is the soundtrack. Just takes a simple bit of pride instead of differences aside, instead of ripping out your eyes. But this isn't a surprise, I got no time, and my patience is in limited supply. I'm unwell, so cold like when the sun fell. You want help? We come together just like the one realm. This war's endless, rest partially mended. Fatalities to friendships, now we gotta end this.
Alright, I think I'm gonna end it off here. On the next part, I'm gonna show you what happened to the characters after the story. So, yeah. This was honestly a fun playthrough. I enjoyed it. It shouldn't have taken me that long to finish it, but I was busy with school, so. Yeah, see you next time.